I really like Sims. I mean, here's the thing. Sims was clearly the best quarterback out there today. Clearly.
Yeah.
Now, out there. That's the key, right? Because Casey Thompson wasn't out there. Casey Thompson was wearing one of those god-awful all-white sweatsuits they gave him.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with is.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah,
not a fan.
Hazmat suits. But Casey will join the quarterback competition now, and it's gonna be tough to unseat number 14. It looks like to me, like as Sean points out, Jeff Sims is handpicked by the new staff. You can see why. He's pretty accurate, and he runs a 4.4. And as Matt Rule makes that fine distinction that you make with quarterbacks, he's a passer who runs 4.4. He's not a 4.4 guy who can kind of throw it a little bit. No, he's a passer. So I like that picture.
Well, and you just saw, I think this kind of showcased the importance that being able to run at the quarterback position is going to mean, at least for this season. We just talked about a bunch of freshmen torching the starting offensive line. You know, a bunch of defensive linemen that had very little issues getting around the edge and putting pressure on the quarterback. So that QB has to be able to run and buy time and make guys miss and extend plays with his feet, not just as a runner, but just to keep pass plays alive, given some of the olays we saw with pass blocking.
Now it brings up an interesting conversation. That's not what Rule wants.
No.
That's not what this coaching staff wants. I don't think that's why they want a running quarterback. I mean, they want their offensive line to be sufficient, you know? I mean, at least sufficient. And, so I'd have to go back. You know, it's like Rule said, you kind of, in a spring game, have to go, if you're going to do a total evaluation, you kind of have to go back and look at it.
Right.
A lot of these are just first impressions, right, Sean?
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, let's look at some of the numbers, though. You talk about the quarterbacks as we go through some of the stats and the numbers of this game. Jeff Sims, 9 of 13, passing the football, 139 yards.
Good numbers.
I mean, that's on a day like that, that's a good day. I mean, it was, 20 mile an hour northwest winds.
Good point, Sean. That's a good point.
I mean, that wasn't exactly
great day to throw.
I mean, that was a November type day. You know, on a bad November day. Harburg, 2 of 9. I mean, and Chuba Purdy was 2 of 4. Richard Torres got a lot of reps. He was 9 of 18, had a pick. Chuba Purdy played on the other team as well. He played on both teams, was 4 of 9 for 39 yards. So, you know, not a lot jumps off the page on those quarterbacks other than what Jeff Sims did as a quarterback when you break down just those final game numbers.
Yeah, and Sip, we were talking, like, you know, what jumps out is Harburg's passing numbers right now, because we knew he was a runner. Like that picture, we already
figured,
was a foregone conclusion coming in. What we want to see was what he's going to do as a passer, and it wasn't good. He was 0 of 6 in the first half.
Right.
He did have the 2-point conversion toss to Kemp early in the game, but other than that, it was rough. And yeah, there was weather involved, but he missed guys too, and he had a couple that probably shouldn't have been picked. So. A rough day. Then you add in. Now, I don't knock him on that fumble. Like, if that play would have been reviewed, you know, the fumble that was taken out for a touchdown, that gets overturned. I think that's pretty obvious. But still, you know, like that element is going to be the only way that he actually competes in this quarterback conversation. Because when Casey gets in there, he could be a distant third if that passing element doesn't improve in a big way.
Yeah, I would say right now that when Casey rejoins the fray, it'll be a battle for number 1, but I think Chuba can push Harburg. I mean, I don't even know if I characterize it that way. It looks like
the ball got out of Chuba's hand a lot better than Harburg's.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Chuba's on just, you know, it's just one day, but it looks like Chuba's on even ground with Harburg. I don't know.
Other than the running,
I don't know. Chuba had some good runs. He had a couple big scrambles.
I think Harburg knows how to finish runs better. I think he knows how to go into contact and slide.
Or not slide.
Or not. And where
Harburg doesn't always slide.
I mean, Chuba is a former baseball player, but not a great guy at sliding.
No, that's how he hurt himself in Michigan with an awkward
He almost did
slide.
it again today.
Yeah.
Along the sideline there.
He's probably got to knock that off. I'm serious.
I
I mean, that Harburg doesn't really slide. He'll go into you.
Yeah.
And you know, I guess I am being a little hard on Heinrich Harburg based on one day. I didn't see all spring the way through the ball, but that's all we got to go on.
That's what the show's about is one day.
Yeah.